It's time for Around the Ozarks News, brought to you by the Springfield Greene County Park Board, Thompson Sales, Kitchenland USA, and Smouse Brothers Foundation Repair and Waterproofing. Here are your hosts, Ethan and Sarah Foreheads.
Well, good morning to you. Thanks for being with us here on a Thursday. We're glad you're joining us, whether you're watching or listening. We have some news to tell you about today, so let's get to it.
All right. A Springfield restaurant owner pleaded guilty to employing and harboring undocumented workers. The owner of Springfield's El Poblano Grill and Cantina admitted to authorities, they say, that he transported and harbored the workers who were not here legally. Lorenzo Castro Manzanares is 43 years old, and if he's convicted on this, he could get up to 20 years without parole. Speaking of restaurants, many of you know Piccolo's in Nixa. We told you a while back that a car smashed into it, causing some pretty serious damage. The owner is now trying to fundraise for his employees to continue paying them for the second month in a row. They are hoping to reopen in August. So here in a couple days, hopefully they can get back up and running sometime during the month of August. But it has been rough couple months since that whole thing happened. He said he's got about 40 employees at Piccolo's, and they have been without work there since the car incident on June 29th.
Man, it's tough enough to be a small business owner. Even tougher, I think, probably to have a restaurant, and then for things to happen that shut it down for the owner and for the workers. Man, what a tough situation. So hope they get it back quickly and get back on their feet.
Yes. It's crazy that August is literally tomorrow, though. So hopefully that, I don't know. He said August is his hope, but he didn't say exactly what day yet.
Well, let's get it going. A quick-moving pop-up storm in Shell Knob left an expensive mess at a boat dock on Table Rock Lake. Firefighters tell us that a boat dock flipped over Tuesday evening. 5 or 6 boats were tied to it at the time, so that's not good. Several trees down as well. If there's a bright spot in the story, is that no one was injured, but a lot of damage done in a small area there in Shell Knob. And construction is underway on a 100-apartment complex in southwest Springfield. That new apartment development is going to be called the Arcadian, located on West Farm Road 160 near Battlefield Road and West Bypass. There will be both a studio, 2-bedroom apartments, along with a pool, gym, pickleball courts, because pickleball is all the rage.
It's funny. I feel like there will be people who rent there because of it.
To have their own pickleball court.
Seriously.
At their complex. Probably. Yeah, probably so. It's expected to open late next year, so a little more than a year.
Yeah, it'll come up quickly. Okay, today is the last day to fill out a survey from the Ozarks Alliance to End Homelessness. That organization is working on a master plan, if you will, to do just that, end homelessness. They've been pushing out this survey to different organizations that work often with the homeless. But this one is, they're really trying to garner input from just regular community members, educators, hospital workers, anyone who might have any experience with the homeless, so that they can come up with a plan. You can check out the survey right now. Got to get it done today at cpozarks.org. cpozarks.org. All right, this weekend is tax-free weekend. So if you have some back-to-school shopping to do, start on Friday. Friday morning, you will see the sales tax exemption as well as through Sunday. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday. This is for school supplies, calculators, clothing, electronics, backpacks, things like that, anything for educational use. And the law in Missouri is that everybody has to take part, both the cities, municipalities, and the state. So, used to, you could opt out, and some cities still charged their sales tax. But this is even a bigger break for the buyer.
Yeah, I complained about that every year because cities and counties, some of them, would not waive it. And it used to drive me crazy because give the people a break. It's 3 days. We're back to school shopping. And I don't know that we've ever taken advantage of it. But we are this year because I'm getting the computer Friday. I'm not going to tell you what I'm getting or where it is because I don't want you to go buy it ahead of me. I'm talking to the audience because
I was
want to
like,
make
I
sure
can assure you that I'm not going to do that.
I want I don't want the audience to buy out all the computers before I get there. So
Yeah.
but
Also, I think it's funny that you said we've never taken advantage of it because I'm pretty sure that I've shopped for the kids' school supplies every year on sales tax holiday weekend.
oh, well,
But you're,
I've never taken advantage of it.
yeah. See, I always get off work way before you do, so you don't
That's
even
true.
know what goes on.
And you always do the kids back to school shopping.
Which, by the way, it's okay. I'm not upset about it, but just so you know, that was wrong.
Yeah. Well, clearly I don't have any idea what's going on in our household, but I am getting a computer this year. I can assure you of that. Our old one, we have a Windows 10 and they keep, they're going to not support it come October.
Yeah.
So I should stop talking because everybody's going to buy the computer before me.
All right. Well, you better move on then.
Be there bright and early Friday morning. What else? Big Whiskey's based in our area here, the Ozarks, is expanding to Kentucky. Its headquarters is in Ozark. It's getting ready to open a new store in Owensboro, Kentucky, mid-August. Used to go there for soccer tournaments as a kid. The chain could have used a Big Whiskey's back then. The chain now has 18 restaurants, 4 more opening soon, including in Texas and in Florida. So good for them, doing well. Another business from the Ozarks going nationwide. And then we told you yesterday about some of the Kansas City Chiefs who are injured. And sure enough, we told you about this. Wide receiver Xavier Worthy is now on concussion protocol. He banged his head against another player trying to make a catch during training camp at Missouri Western. Marquise Brown also missed practice yesterday because of an ankle injury. The Chiefs, they better get it together because the opener is August 9th.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
Yes.
August 9th is like
crazy. That's
week
literally
away.
August starts tomorrow and I kind of can't get over it.
Yeah, that's 10 days away.
I'm like clicking on the calendar on the bottom of the computer to make sure that I'm saying that right. Anyway. Okay. Don't forget that the Ozark Empire Fair is still happening is it the 3rd, right? Is that the final day?
Through Saturday,
yes. Okay, so I'm on their website right now, and I can tell you that tonight is the O'Reilly Auto Parts Night of Destruction, which is like the Demolition Derby. Yeah. Tomorrow is the Freestyle Bullfighting. That sounds dangerous and fun. Saturday, the 2nd is the second is Saturday. Saturday the 2nd is the Truck and Tractor Pool, which is always popular. And good times. Yeah, you can go to their website, by the way, ozarkempirefair.com, and check out like the grandstand. There's so many things on their website, but I'm just reading you some of the highlights because there are a lot of those. And then finally, we want to tell you again about our contest for our 3-year Around the Ozarks news anniversary. Can you believe it's been 3 years?
We started this thing 3 years ago in August. It's crazy.
I know. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So we have a contest because we're giving away prizes to our listeners because we're super thankful for those of you who listen. Mm-hmm. So go to aroundtheozarks.com, click on contest, and you can enter to win a $100 gift card to Jim's Steakhouse, tickets to the Alamo Drafthouse movie theater, or a 4-pack of tickets to the Springfield Cardinals baseball games. So go submit your entry online. It's very quick and easy to sign up.
Yep. Around the Ozarks is the place. Great website. All the podcasts that we do, not just us, other podcasts are on there as well. So it's a good one to bookmark and to visit daily.
Yes. Check it out. Thanks so much for tuning in, and we'll see you back here tomorrow morning.
Yep. Bye.
It's time for Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather, brought to you by Command Family Medicine, Heating and Air Paramedics, and Taylor Grubosh Chevrolet. Here's your host, meteorologist Abby Dyer.
Good morning, everybody. Temperatures are going to be cooler across the Ozarks on this Thursday. We are talking about numbers starting out in the 60s and warming today only into the middle 80s. Good deal of cloud cover around in the forecast today, too, and even some scattered rain showers in the forecast. So A lot to be thankful for with this cool down behind the cold front that came through yesterday. Pockets of heavy downpours in those rain showers yesterday. If you were right underneath one of those, it rained pretty hard for a period of time. We are going to be holding on to a rain chance today, but now as the cold front sinks south of us in the Ozarks, what we get is going to be the effects of the cold front, which is the cooler air heading our direction. No more heat advisories in the forecast. That is fantastic news for us. We do still have this frontal boundary kind of draped across our northern Arkansas counties. In northern Arkansas, it's going to be a bit warmer today, perhaps flirting with 90 degrees in some places. Well, behind the cold front, it is going to be much cooler, and we are talking mid-80s in the forecast for our afternoon highs. I have isolated showers, a few thunderstorms that are possible in the forecast today. Much like yesterday, the locally heavy downpours are going to be possible with some of the scattered activity on the radar. I think it's going to be pretty few and far between, though, with those rain showers. About a 30% chance for some rain today. A lot of clouds in the forecast, so it's a change in that respect too, and cooler temperatures are going to be noticeable. We also have these cooler temperatures sticking with us, not just today, but really lasting for the rest of the work week forecast all the way into the early part of next week too. Temperatures, the cool down, it's anywhere from 5 to 15 degrees below typical average high temps this time of the year. We don't get to say that very often in late July and early August, so enjoy the cool down while it's out there. We may even see some folks with highs in the 70s on Friday and Saturday. It looks awesome across the region, and we will see very comfortable temperatures stick with us both Saturday and Sunday too. So if you don't have outdoor plans this weekend, you might want to make some. This is going to be really nice summer weather, perfect for the lake, floating, camping. The overnight lows will be very comfortable. We've been seeing morning numbers in the mid 70s. It's one of the reasons our little heat wave over the last 2 weeks has been so prolonged. But look at the low temperatures. As we head into tonight, numbers will fall back into the 50s and 60s. It's going to be nice and cool across the region. Nice, cool, crisp morning or evening walks and comfortable overnight temperatures. So it takes a little bit longer to warm up in the afternoon when you start out in the low 60s versus the mid 70s. We will see at least a small chance for some isolated shower activity again by Sunday, but it's not going to be too widespread. Around the country, here are some of the headlines. We're monitoring those tsunami impacts across the Pacific. You knew about the earthquake, 8.7 mag off the coast of Russia, creating ripple effects and tsunami worries for the west coast of the United States as well as other countries. So keeping an eye on the Pacific Ocean for those impacts. We also have relief from the heat on the East Coast. That's the big weather story. And there's also going to be at least some chance for severe weather and excessive rainfall for the East Coast today. They're actually getting a cold front also, which is going to cool their numbers off not only today, but through the weekend. So we're similarly situated to our friends on the East Coast in terms of we've been seeing this big heat wave, and now we get some relief as we get closer to the weekend forecast. Fire weather is likely to impact the Pacific Northwest as we head into today too. So that's something that I'm watching across the country. All right, it's time for the Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather Brain Twister trivia question for the day. What is the name of the instrument used to measure relative humidity in the atmosphere? The options were A, the barometer, B, thermometer, C, hygrometer, or D, anemometer. And it is C, the hygrometer. I always remember this because relative humidity makes your hair really frizzy, and hygrometer starts with H. And so does hair. It might be a silly thing, but it's how I remembered it. So hygrometer. You may not need, your hair could act as a hygrometer if you are in high relative humidity. How about that? That might be an easy way to remember. Congrats if C, hygrometer was your guess. Here's the answer, or the quiz question that I'll leave you with rather for tomorrow. What is a common weather change associated with the passage of a cold front? Do you think it is A, warmer temperatures and clear skies, B, increased humidity and gentle breezes, C, cooler temperatures and possible precipitation, or D, stable air and no clouds? You could let me know your guess. That's at aroundtheozarks.com. Thanks so much for listening to Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather on this beautiful day. I sure appreciate you listening. Enjoy the cool, cloudy weather today. We've got a high temperature in the mid 80s. Thanks to our sponsors, Command Family Medicine, Heating and Air Paramedics, and Taylor Gruboff Chevrolet. We'll chat tomorrow.